Well, Jerry, for the second Saturday in succession, your side have pushed one of the sides right at the top of National League South, but I imagine the frustration is that, again, you don't have anything to show for that.
Yeah, a number of reasons why, if I'm going to evaluate the game properly. First bit is they're top of the league because they can probably go through the gears like they had, and they've got quality to come off the bench as well. But it's a system we know. It's a system that we felt as if we nullified them first half. I think you have to be aggressive against Dorking. You can't allow them to get any rhythm in the game. And I thought we'd done that really, really well first half. Again, when the chance is full, we haven't taken them. It's a good save from Tom, low down. Very good save, actually. Because I think there might have been a slight deflection on it. And the glorious chances, Elliot's got to stick that away, and we've seen too many of them. So if we go in a one-up, then or go ahead in the game, we've seen before that we can be a very, very good side. So the first half performance is good. What shadows that is obviously the decision again. I'm getting fed up with talking about refereeing decisions. I really am. The level has dropped dramatically. I've seen the footage. It's not a penalty. It just isn't a penalty. The player's come across and gone over the top of Zach when he's just gone to clear the ball. And again, their players have all gathered around. They've all appealed. The book in the middle of the pitch is the same. Every single Dorking player's got around the referee, told us no, we're not to do that. Off the ball incident up here with Joe Rains gets absolutely battered. Off the ball, no yellow card. Linesman's looking at it. I think also the penalties looked across to the linesman who's 30 yards away, and some sort of signal that he's gone, put his arm in the air as if to say the linesman's seen it when he's 5 yards away. So. But the end of that is that, as I said, Dorking did go through the gears second half. We didn't have enough sustained spells. We didn't work the goalkeeper second half. And a wonderful goal from Wheeler comes in, a little bit of magic. But we know what he can do by doing that. He goes off his right, off his left, and scores a wonderful goal. So, yep, that's why they're top of the league. That's why we are where we are at the moment. Not taking chances, being good, but not putting it together for 90 minutes.
There's been times this season, and obviously the reverse fixture, when your side have conceded quite a few goals. Are you pleased by how defensively resolute they were this afternoon? Because outside of the 2 goals, Ryan Clark didn't have that much to do. No,
we've actually just reflected on that, because you can get a bit carried away when you lose a game. Booky's actually just said to me there, we've defended pretty well second half, I have to say that, but we haven't done enough going the other way. So, at the end of the day, you've got to score goals to win games. And like I say, when the chances are falling to us, we're not quite able to put them away. Some of the quality going in from wide areas wasn't quite there. We spoke about trying to get some movement in the box as well when balls are coming in. And I know they're not perfect balls, but even if it's to disrupt someone or to disturb the goalkeeper, cause a little bit of mayhem in there. So again, it's not lack of effort. They're trying. You can see the amount of work. We'll look at the GPS. They're all going to be up there. Their work rate's right there. And I think the fans see it and the supporters saw it. Clapped us off at half time and again at full time. But those moments aren't quite falling. And actually, I did forget there was a strong claim for a penalty, arguably 2 in the first half. When Cody Cooks flicked one on, the defender's arm's up in the air in an unnatural position, and the referees chose not to give it. Again, my players haven't appealed for it, so maybe we should do that. Maybe we should start getting around them, because the referee said to me there, nothing I can do on the day if players are doing it, but I can report it afterwards, but nothing gets done. So, we're on the end of another loss. It is frustrating, really frustrating, but we have to understand that we're up against a side that could go through the gears, but it's managing those momentum shifts. So even when we concede a goal and they're coming for the second and we're not quite in the right moment second half, is how we get back on and how we impose ourselves. I think the first pass was, again, poor. I think we give the ball away too many times in our attacking half, second half, going down the slope. Too many went off the field. Too many were miscontrolled. And the longer the game goes on, they got a little bit edgy, our boys, because confidence will be low at times, but it's being able to do something about it on the pitch. It's no good talking about it in dressing rooms, no good talking about it training. It's making those transferable skills across to that 95 minutes.
In terms of doing things on the pitch, you've obviously got a match in midweek in the Somerset Premier Cup. You've named strong lineups for the last couple of games. Do you anticipate doing that this Tuesday as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. We're not working with too much. we've only got 3 outfield players and no attacking threat coming off the bench either. Dave Sims-Burgess is taking longer than what we thought. So yeah, that's a frustration as well. We will give some players some minutes, the boys who need it. Tom Richards, Omar, Eddie Jones now, thankfully, is back to fitness as well. And there's an opportunity for them to go in, stake a claim to get in the team. It's not going to get any easier, these games. And like I say, it's no good feeling sorry for ourselves. We'll roll our sleeves up. We'll have another go. And we need to start getting some points on the board. You know, people talk about magical totals and 40s and what have you. I think it's important that we try and win a game. The next game is to try and win a game. And hopefully then we can get on a little run ourselves. It is that we're not too far away, but again, we're sat here losing a game and we'd have to score 3 today to win this game, albeit their first one was handed to them on a plate by an official.
Away from football pre-match, there was obviously a round of applause or minutes applause for George Bolton, who sadly lost his life, and someone I know you knew well.
Yeah, I got to become really close with George. Firstly, he came across and watched us, and I met him, obviously. Met his mum and dad, Phil and Jane, and Tristan, who's a good family friend of them. Hayden and James Morton. Hayden is James Morton's dad. He's his uncle and cousins, James, who we know obviously very well. Went to the funeral. Hayden delivered the service, which was wonderful. Really, really, really good. A celebration of his life, even though it's cut so sadly short at 16 years of age. All his school friends were there, so it was a really emotional day. But they've turned up today, Phil and Jane as well, so it's great to see them hopefully enjoying themselves. Really difficult moment for them, of course. I wanted desperately to try and get 3 points for them and for George today. But I thought it was quite moving. It was really, really fitting that we could do that today. I did ask the club, and thanks to the club for doing it. And obviously he'd be remembered because he was a little warrior. As I said, he was one that always met me with a smile on my face, and that must have taken a lot of effort. But yeah, be sadly missed.
Absolutely, and of course puts things into perspective. Thanks for your time, Joe. We'll see you Tuesday.
Cheers. Thanks, Michael. Cheers.